Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining me. It's Wednesday, the 18th of June. That's right, 18th of June. And you are joining Michelle, Step with Michelle Pepper here. I have a couple of projects to show you today. But yeah, I just wanted to remind everybody that we have a special promotion at the moment. So it's for products that are in the product suite collections, whether you buy the suite or whether you buy the products that are in those suites, we have a buy one get one 50% promotion on until the end of June, so 30th of June 2025. The purpose for today's video, of course, to demonstrate a couple of projects with you, but also to show you, to showcase some of the products that are part of the product suites. And you can mix and match them, so you don't have to buy the products from a particular suite in order to enjoy that. So you can buy one product from, say, the Boho Vibes suite, and then you buy from another product from, say, the Beautiful Bouquets suite, and yeah, so that will be fine. So one of them, the lowest price will be discounted, and so it will be 50% off. Anyway, without further ado, let's have a look at the project that I have for you today. Let's switch this around. Okay, so well, it didn't do that. Okay, there we go. That's what we want. You were looking at my ceiling before. All right, so I wanted to show you in the catalog. You can go to the table of contents page on page 3, and you can see here it's a section called Creativity Your Way, Suite Collections. Okay, page 40 to 63, and you will see listed here Florals in Bloom, Totally Cute, Beautiful Gallery, Kintsugi Inspirations, and Boho Vibes. And you might think there are only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 suites, but actually there are more than that. So and this really highlights the fact that not all our products are in our catalog, whether it's the annual catalog or the mini catalog, which comes out twice a year. So there are actually 27 suites. Okay, only on here you can only see 5, but there are actually 27 suites which you can find on our website. So if you go to my website, go to menu, shop products, and then at one of the menu drop down would be product suites, and if you click on that, you will see all the suites that are listed. Some of them are on last chance list, and but it's still there, so definitely worth checking out because there are 27 suites. All right, so for today's project, we're going to be doing what we call a pop-up slider card. So I did this back in 2016, I think, from the watermark of that picture that I posted earlier. I think this was done on, back in 2016. So basically you pull it up. There's a little tag there, right? You pull it up and it slides open with hidden messages, 2 of them. If you want a space to write, you can definitely write instead of stamping on it. But then this part here stands up, so it's really cool, right? To stand up and yeah. So this was a variation that I've done back then, and I actually put it onto a card so that it opens up that way as well. So you can have secret message in here, and also you can also write more messages in here. Okay, so I last week I think I showed you, or was it on Monday? It may have been on Monday. I showed you this card, which was using the sunrise sailing hybrid embossing folder. So So yeah, so that was, and it says Happy Father's Day here. In New Zealand here, we don't celebrate Father's Day until September. I know in North America, you guys celebrate it in June. So yeah, but yeah, so for anyone who is in New Zealand watching, yeah, don't worry, you haven't missed it yet. It's actually going to be in September, right? But you can be well ahead, and be really organized. So we've got that. So yeah, so today, the first card I wanted to show you will be part of the kits that you will get. So there will be 2 kits that you'll get as thank you gift from me when you place an order with me this week. So as always, up till Tuesday, end of Tuesday next week, because which would be, what's next Tuesday? 25th or 24th, one of them. So you'll be on those. Up to then, you'll get these 2 kits for free from me, okay, and no shipping charge either. I'll cover that as well, so just as a thank you note. So I wanted to show you how to make this, right, this slider pop-up card. So in the kit, you will find this main piece, which is from the suite. Yeah, so I'm just going to go along and explain to you and showcase the suite, right? So this is out of, so this card will be out of the suite, which is the Unbounded Love, or maybe it's Unbounded Beauty. Let me just check. It will be, yeah, Unbounded Beauty, because it kind of goes with the DSP, Designer Series paper. So that's, you get this DSP, which I'm almost to the end of, but there is enough here. And that's $26.25 in New Zealand dollars. And also this, it comes with the Glimmer 2024-26 in coloured Glimmer paper. And this one is actually on the retiring list. So it's $23.25 normal retail price, but last chance is $13.95. But you can get any of these products, right? And you buy one and you get the other one for 50%. So the stamp set and the bundle, these are actually, these 2 are not retired, so these are still current, and I use them all the time. I love the font here, and also the sayings, and also this suite comes also with the in color resin dots. All right, so yeah, so I just wanted to show you that suite. Okay, so those are some of the products you can get. Okay, so let's get back to this. So that's the Glimmer paper. I have cut these out from the butterfly set. Okay, so this is part of another suite, but I don't have all of it. But these 2, if you want to buy these 2 as well, they will be, yeah, one of them will be 50% off. But you know, you could buy this stamp set and that stamp set, for example. And then one of them will be 50% off. Which one would be the lower priced one? So that's $51, and that one's $53. So that's how it works with the buy one, get one 50% off. Okay, so you don't actually have to buy them all from the same suite. You can buy them separately. As long as they are part of a suite, then you'll get one of them. The lowest price, you'll get them at 50%. Okay. So hopefully that explains things and not confused you. So yeah, so what I've done with this is I have used the dies to cut out these butterflies, which we will use in our project. So I'm going to put it there, and I'm going to give that to you as well, because you can use it to make another card, or, you know, to make an element for scrapbooking or for something. Okay, so let me put these away. All right, so how do we do these? Now, I have also pre-cut these. Again, this also is, I told you, I'm going to go along and just explain to you all the different suites. So this is part of that. No, this is not part of that suite, sorry. That one is, I'm jumping ahead of myself. This textured notes is part of this other suite. So I'm just doing a showcase again. So we've got textured notes, we've got the dies, we've got the stamp set, we've got the mini corrugated embossing folder. We have what are these? Matte dots. And we have 2 sets of designer series paper. So all of these are current products. All right, so and all of these are part of a suite. So any 2 products, if you buy 2, you get one of them 50%. If you buy 4, you'll get 2 of the lower price ones 50% off as well. So that's how it rolls. All right, so but in both these cards today, I have used the textured note rectangle die. So with this particular style, I am using rectangle die. So whatever rectangle die you have, whether it's retired one, which is the stitch rectangle die that we had, and the current one here, this one here, we have a few rectangle dies, okay? So I've pre-cut those, and I just, let me explain. So let me explain how you do this, because those of you who are placing an order, and you will be receiving these card kits for free. And so this video essentially is your video tutorial to show you how to put the cards together. So if you have these, what you want to do is place it onto your DSP paper, right? And then you're going to get your cutting plate. And so if you didn't know this, if you put it on here, which is how we would normally do, then you would be cutting the whole piece out. So this whole piece will come out. You'll get a frame, right? But as you can see, this isn't a frame because I have placed my die. Sorry, it's just moving a little bit, and it won't be accurate here because I'm just showing. And I have actually put my cutting plate right up to there, right? And then run this through so that the pressure is on here, but there's no pressure on that side. So it didn't cut right through. It cut only on where the cutting plate is on with the pressure. Okay, so that's how we get this little flap. All right, so let me put this away so I don't lose it. Oh, it's so easy to lose things, isn't it? In the craft area. All right, then the simplest way I find doing this, rather than giving you measurements of where to score, I actually just go right to the end and as straight as possible that I can make it. Right? I'm just going to go like that. And if you have a folder, a bone folder, which is always useful, I can find mine. Yeah, so then I'll just kind of just burnish it really well. Okay? And then at the bottom, I also want to fold it a little bit, all right? So I don't know what that is, maybe 1 centimeter, half an inch. It doesn't really matter, okay? So just a little bit. So it's not a precise thing, but that is why I didn't want to give you measurement. It's just kind of like just there, all right? And then now, if you fold it right up to the other score line where you had before, see? There's no measurements needed. Just folding and folding, okay? And then now we're just going to do it the other way. So basically, you get that happening. So that's what's happening, all right? So you'll be pulling this back and forth to do the slider pop-up, all right? Okay, and now the next step you will need to do as well is you've got these two. These are exactly the same size. And I'm going to pull in a circle punch of any kind, of any size. It doesn't really matter because you're just making a notch here. So and I kind of just eyeballing center, between the space between the right and the left are kind of similar, I think. Again, I'm not too fast. I'm just going to do it that way. So now I've got that little dip. Okay, that creates the little place for my pocket. All right, so with me so far, it's not too hard, at the moment. And that's really all there is to it. Turn it over, probably the best way. And you also get given this little, what's the measurement? Let's have a look. Cannot remember. cut it out, and it's about 4 3/4 and 3 inch. Okay, so it will be in, if you are a subscriber of my email list, then you will be sent this card recipe with the measurements and with the supplies, not the actual step-by-step instruction, only because this video is what my step-by-step instruction is. All right, so you want to put glue on this, whoops, just on that lower panel that you have scored up to the score line. And then I'm just going to go this way, and I want to place it down, but I want to make sure it's kind of like centered. All right. Okay, so that's glued on now. Okay, so that's the look that you've got. Okay, and if it is too high, then you can just trim it off. All right, but so that's what it's going to look like. How cool is that? All right, and then let me get, if you don't have a hole punch or a crocodile to make a hole, then the simplest thing to do, so I'm trying to show you what you can use, like things that you already have probably. A foam pad. Okay, Stampin Up sells them as well. We have them in our website. And your tool. I can't remember what this tool is called, but basically you've got a sharp end, a pointy end, and I am just going to eyeball and just make a little hole there. Okay, so that's my ribbon hole. All right, so just use what you've got, right? You don't need special tool for it, but if you do, all the better. But if you don't, that's fine as well. And then the next step is, so we've got this that have been, pretty much now you can see how that works. When you pull this up, that's how the slider works. Okay? Right. Now, because when I did these ones, I felt like sometimes it jams, right? Because, I don't know, it's just too tight for something. So you can either glue this right down to the other panel and just make sure it's on the edge, on the outer edge, so you leave a lot of room here. So you don't want to get this, as it slides in and out, you don't want it to get stuck, right? So you just want to make sure the glue, a thin sliver of glue on the outer edge, on the outer edge here, and then the bottom is fine. Just glue in the middle. But what I'm going to suggest is that you actually use the foam adhesive strips. Again, you can find this on my website, and I feel like this is the better way to go. All right. So what's the best way here? I want a full one. Let me just grab a full one first. A full strip. And then I'm just going to go right from one end to the other end. Okay? And then I'm just going to use my glue scissors. Okay, cut that off. And that's why I've got that. Okay. That's alright, I can just do that. Then I'll do that as well. So you can see. Alright. Okay, and then this to go in here. Right there. Cut that off. Alright, so I've created some height with these foam strips. Alright, and then I will just glue it on here, and then it will just slide in and out easily. Alright, so here, before you glue it right down, you might want to consider whether you want to stamp. I think it should be fine. We're just going to do that first. We're going to do the stamping last. Okay, so take these off, and take that off. Right, here we go, and then just line it up as best as you can. Oops, and I didn't do a very good job. Let me just gently take this off. Maybe I am not gentle enough. Okay, that's okay. I am just going to go with it. All right, just going to go with it. That's cool. All right, and if I needed to, I can always trim that down, but I'm not. I'm just going to leave it. All right, so then now you've got this happening. All right, so we've got, what have we got here? We've got that, which is also part of a suite, the ribbon. So you can get the ribbon at a discount too, if you wanted to. Okay, just fold it in there. Oh, where is the other? Did I not include it in? That's funny. We just move that out of the way for now. I thought I had put it in here, but it appears that I don't have it. Let me just see where my golden... Right, where could you be? Where could you be? Let me have a look. Alright, there we go. I thought I had included one of these. Okay. Just gonna use that. Which I will make sure definitely that you will have this. Okay, I'm just going to go like this. It's funny doing this one-handed, eh? Okay. On camera. Always fun and games. Trying to do this on camera. Right, here we go. Ta-da! Ooh, I feel so much like an expert. All right, that. So there you go. So we've got that, and that's the mechanism. All right, and then in this one, I have given you a butterfly. So this particular kit will include the Unbounded Beauty paper. Right, so just gonna lightly glue. Oops, don't want too much glue. The problem with these glue is it's easy to use too much. Oops. And when you do use too much, it's gonna get sticky all over. Okay. You know what? I am going to pull in. I'm going to bring my silicone because, you know, why didn't I do that in the first place? Because I love my silicone. It helps. I find that it helps. So I can layer it. And I don't mind getting glue on the silicone mat, because it will just roll off easily. So it kind of keep my space clean and non-sticky. Whoops. Okay, just very thin. Glue. Now I'm going to glue that on. All right, and then that will go. You can just leave it as it is if you prefer. In fact, you could emboss it. Did I have one? So you could emboss it now if you have the embossing folder. If you have the embossing folder, you can just emboss it so that there is actually texture in there. What do you think? Should we do that? I'm just going to put this because I can, because yeah, I'm going to show it to you how we do it. But yeah, you can definitely emboss it. Oh, what am I looking for? Glue. All right. Now, you can even be fancy and have this only glued in the center so that it's kind of flying. Why don't I do that? Why don't I do that? Yeah, we could do that. All right, so it kind of looks like it's about to take off and it's shimmery. Beautiful, eh? And then you just put that on here. Okay, so trick on here is you want to make sure you don't glue it straight on here onto this top panel. So you've got the bottom panel here. That's where you want to put it. And I shall use, am I out? Looks like I'm out. So let's pull in this. And that's going to be rubbish. And here, I'm using the small one, but you can use the mini, the big ones as well. So I'm kind of putting it on there. Okay, I know I want on here and on here. Sorry, I'm just going to put there and just kind of place where I want it. Okay, and see where that line is, which is on here. So I can put it about here. Okay, so you can use more if you want, but I've got 3 here and I'm pretty sure that it will be all right. Take that off. Kind of center it. All right, so there. So now you can see. How cool is that? It pulls up and down, up and down. Oh, it's so much fun to play with. Doesn't it look like it's flying? And if you have this like even up, oh, look at that. Looks like it's flying away. Anyway, I have a lot of fun doing these things. I don't know about you. I don't know if it's fun to watch, but here we go. And then let's put a little sentiment on here, right? We can do a little sentiment. Right, let me grab a... Okay, I'm going to grab some scraps here. And we were using the butterfly. Oh, no, sorry. What do you think? We can use something from here. Or something from Unbounded. I love Have a Blessed Day. If you've watched my videos, you've probably seen that I've used that a lot. You Are Loved. Friend. So any of those would go well. Because I guess I don't want to put too big a sentiment because I don't want to cover it all up. You know, I just want it, yeah, something, but still look, still like, maybe I'll just do a straight happy birthday. What do you think? Or should I just say, so thankful? Oh, I don't know. So many things. I'll go happy birthday. Why don't I go happy birthday? Nice and simple. Okay. And, yep, if you have all the ink, like me, then you can just go with whatever the ink that are on there. What is that darker color? Let me just have a quick look. Decisions. What have we got? Berry Burst? Pretty in pink? It could be Berry Burst. Oh, that's weird because I'm just looking at the color suggestion, or the color that are dominant in this card pack. But I don't know if that is Berry Burst. Kind of weird to go with that when you think, I don't know. I think I'm going to stick with something dark. Okay, and I'm going to go with the Secret Sea. Or shall I go, or I could just go the one color. The monochromatic color. Maybe I'll go Timid Tiger. Okay, so just a shade darker. Right? Just a shade darker than the peach pie, which is what this paper is. Cool. It's going for a monochromatic color scheme. It's not exactly straight, but I'm okay with that. I don't know. I think I'm okay with it. And then, so you can use your trimmer if you are that way inclined. I'm happy to just use scissors to snip it. Kind of make it look a little bit straighter. Right. Okay, let's get rid of this. That one can be for the other one. Right, and then that can just go on here. Happy birthday, right? And again, I will use my mini... What did I do with it? Hello? Where did it go? My mini dimensionals. Okay, you saw me. This is what happens, right? Does this happen to you? I just used it, and now I don't know where it is. Huh. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I just opened a whole new pack, and I have promptly misplaced it. No, it's right here. No, that's the wrong one. Oh, well, this is what happens. Okay, I will just have to use whatever I can find here. And just snip them along. Just, you know. Oh, hang on, this way. Why don't I just go that way? Okay, so that's the mini foam. Okay. Huh, that is so weird. Where could it be? Right, so happy birthday. And put it right in the center. Happy birthday. And then, if I wanted to, I could stamp something in there as well. See, I should have done something else there and put happy birthday here. Oh well. Happy birthday. And maybe time to celebrate up here. Yeah, let's do that. It's just because I can do that. So that's a big one. Will that fit in here? Kind of. Okay. And then I'm going to have to do it upside down because it's easier. Okay. I'm going to have to do it like that. Time to celebrate. What do you think? Okay. And we're going with the same color. All right, watch me. Time to celebrate. Oops, never mind. Is that cool? Time to celebrate. So you pull it up and it says time to celebrate. Yep. And then I can leave the bottom for me to write something perhaps. Yeah, I can just do that. Or maybe I've done it too far because then, you know, now I have to pull it really high to read it, whereas I should have put it up higher. But there you go. I've made the mistake so that you don't. So just be mindful of that, right? So now, ideally, probably like that. It'll be a nice display, but it meant that I should have stamped up higher, which I didn't. So you just need to think about that because now I have put it up so high that this has to be up really high, vertical, which is fine. but not ideal. And then at the bottom here, you can write heaps, right? I guess the more you pull up, the more you can write. But yeah, otherwise, you can, if you wanted to stamp something, you can also write your message at the back. But there you go. So that's card number 1, using the Beautiful Butterflies bundle, which is eligible for a product suite, buy one, get one 50%. And also uses the Unbounded Beauty suite. Okay, so that's one card. And the second card, again, we are going with the same fun fold because it is so much fun, right? So we just have to use it. So that's card number 1. And then we're going to go for card number 2, which will be using a different suite. So this time, can you see what suite this belongs to? Okay, put that one there. So this now belongs to the Thoughtful Wishes suite. Okay, so these actually are retired, but it's still on our last chance list. You can still get these at the moment. So original price $53, the last chance price is $26.50. And if this happens to be the lowest price product, you know, suite that you have selected in your shopping cart, then it'll be half price of that. So imagine that, getting a stamp set for under $15. That's pretty cool. The Wishes dies also discontinue, or last chance, and it's $78, and last chance price is $46.80. Again, if that was the cheapest product, then you'll get it at half the price of that. What else is in the suite is the adhesive backed Pearl Trio. Okay, so those ones, which has Misty Moonlight, Petunia Pop, and Calypso Coral, and it's $15.75 normal price. Last chance price $7.87. Now these two products are part of the suite, but they're not on the discontinued list, so you can, these are still current, so these won't be discounted. It's $26.25. But yeah, if it is the lowest product suite in your shopping cart, then it will be discounted. It will be 50%. Okay, and it's the same with this one. This paper is also it's the 12 by 12 specialty design series papers. It's got 5 sheets in here on the different colors. So yeah, so that's all part of that suite, and so this card will feature that suite. So what I've done here is cut out the same things for you. All right, so these two are cut out. So step again, in no particular order, just happens to be that I've already done the middle bit for you. Okay, so then that goes like about here, maybe there. Okay, so cut 2 at once, which is fine. Get rid of these. Okay, so, and then now let's do this again. So we're going to fold this all the way up, right where the line is, and kind of also just make sure that it's straight. Alright, so there you go. Now this one, the specialty paper, is a little bit stiffer than the DSP. Alright, so step 1, just fold that right up. So no measuring, I'm just kind of eyeballing and kind of do it about that. Okay, I'm happy with that. So I said it's about 1 centimeter or half an inch. Just a little over half an inch and 1.5 centimeter. There you go. So whatever it is, if you really must, then you can do the scoring, but I kind of just thought it's not necessary to do that. And then that, I'm just folding it right to the top of the top, and then, whoops. So this is obviously not a double-sided piece of paper, unlike the other one. Okay, and then just fold that the other way. Go there, and there you have it. So we've got that all done, and then we need it now. Okay, so should I? Yes, I think I should try and stamp. Now I could use Dearest Friend, or maybe I'll do Dearest Friend at the front. Thinking of you fondly, you make life better. Ooh, maybe I'll do that. See, I'm just playing, just lots of fun playing. Dearest, and you make life better. Okay, how about that? Okay, so oops, that's upside down. You make life better. Alright, and then that one. Alright, why don't I clean out this happy birthday? And then I really should put it back, shouldn't I? So I don't misplace it. Where was that one from? Butterfly? Okay, let's do that. As you saw, I do not know what I've done with. I do not know where the dimensional's gone. That is so bizarre. I'm still looking. Okay, on the corner of my out the corner of my eye, I'm still looking. Oh, I found it. Whew. Okay. And then this one was gonna be that. Dearest Friend. I have these little midgies flying about. I don't know if that showed up on the video. Alright, so maybe Dearest Friend will be here. You Make Me Smile will be here. Oh, actually, maybe I'll do some of these as well. Maybe that as well. Okay. Just playing. Just playing. It's lots of fun when you have like cool stamp sets. Alright, and then let me just bring in my foam pad and a piece of paper. Alright, so that is my thing, and I want it to stamp. I'm going to keep it monochromatic so that I don't have to think too hard. So that's kind of like Pretty Peacock, so I'm going to use Pretty Peacock. Okay, I'm going to test it out on here. Oh yeah, it's not too dark. It's going there, and then You Make Life Better. How cool is that? Then if I wanted to, I could do that now. I'm going to leave it at that. And Dearest Friend. Where's my Dearest Friend gone? Right here. Okay, so Dearest Friend would be right about here. How sweet is that? Dearest Friend. Oh, and the front. What was I going to go? What was I going to do? Dearest Friend, you make life better. So I'm just trying to use up all these. Thinking of you fondly. Yep, I'm just going to do that. And then another block. Thinking, so I'm just kind of making sure that that's good enough for me. Thinking of you fondly. Oh, lovely. So nice, clean, and simple, eh? Pretty Peacock, where are you? Alright, just going down here. So that's all the stamping done. Put that one there. Alright, I do want to now glue this down here. Let me just move these all out of the way. Alright, so got that glue. Same thing. Glue on the bottom panel. Oh, this is like white, so it's easier for you to see. This glue is so good, honestly, and just make sure you've got it in the right place. So I'm going to go like this, and it's going to be like that. I'm just kind of making sure. Because it's kind of, it's liquid glue, so I can move it around. Oops. Okay. All good. And then if I put that there, pull in my foam pad again, and my tool, my piercing tool, that's what it was, and just kind of make a hole there. Sweet. And this time, this one is in white, wasn't it? What was the other one? That one was gold stripe, and this one is clear white stripe, because this kind of got more of a silvery look. All right. So this one is a silver base. Move that out of the way now. So this could be such a fun card, right? You can see the one that I made in 2016, I think it was. Was it 2016? That seemed like a long time ago. Or was it 2023? Maybe it's 2023. What? 16 is like so long time ago, but 23 is only 2 years ago. Oh my goodness, I have no idea. Can't remember. Okay. And that's really tiny. Tiny ears. Okay. All right. And then now that's going to go on there. Okay. Let me just, we're going to do the same. We're going to do it on here. And we're going to use the same. I wonder whether I can just do that. I don't like. Okay. Okay, where is the scissors going? Right here. Glue scissors. Right. Right, so that one there. And then now that. Oh, it doesn't go all the way. Okay, it's going to be a mission. It's okay. We can do that. And just pretend it's one piece. This is not as, it's fine if there is a gap, because it's not like a shaker card. A shaker card, you kind of don't want any gaps. Right, but yeah, this is easy. Okay, so we can keep that for other project on there. All right, then now we just take these off. So I hope you see how easy it really is. It's not that hard. It just looks fancy, and hence it's called fancy fold. But like with so many fancy folds, once you break it down, it's actually not hard. It's might be a little bit, you know, like a few steps to, oh, you know what? I should have undo one first and not both. Okay, all good. Nice. Ta-da. All right, let's see how that looks up. Oh, that was silly. Of course, because I need to put it on here, not on that side. Dumb. Oh, there you go. There you go. Okay. Never mind then. So I can't do my little design. Of course. What was I thinking? I wasn't. Dearest friend. That's okay. I can just put it on here like that. You make life better. Sweet. I'm not even going to attempt. Oh, yeah, I'm not going to attempt doing that. I'm just going to leave it as it is. Okay. And then I have this fancy die cut that is out of the suite. And then that's just going to go like that. Okay. So I shall glue that on. Oh, what's happened to my glue? There, just couldn't see it. All right, I'm just gonna put some glue. Like that sort of look. I want it like that. Maybe I put it on here. Just want to make sure that I don't go over. Yeah, quite happy with that. And then I put one on there. Okay, I'll put one at the bottom. Probably should have left my strip for. Okay, so now second card is done. All right, so we can pull it up. Okay. Oh, so much fun. And that's it. Those are our two cards. So one will be featuring the Unbounded Beauty suite, and one will be featuring the Thoughtful Journey suite. But yeah, so there you go. I've got those two cards. Okay, so that's the fun fold is the theme of the week. Specifically the pop-up slider fun fold. And these are the two card kits that you'll get. Obviously, you might not get the exact same colors because you'll get whatever, yeah, because I've got, you know, the petunia pop paper maybe, or the pretty in pink. And then this one, you get the different colorways as well. Pretty Peacock being one of them. What have we got here? We've also got Cajun Craze and Calypso Coral. And we've got the Petunia Pop and the Misty Moonlight. So yeah, you get different variations. But also, I hope you see how easy this is to make. And that you can do it with your papers. The papers that you have in your stash. I know as a crafter, you will have some in your stash. And so this is a quick way of using it. It's not a big piece of paper that you need. So I think from memory, it was 5 1/4 in length and 4 inch in the width. All right, so I've just kind of adjusted it always to the rectangle size that we use. So if you are using a bigger one, then just kind of adjust it accordingly. But yes, so thank you for joining me and thank you for watching. And I hope you picked up some tips on how to easily make these cards, slider pop-up cards, and enjoy having fun making it as well as giving it and playing with it for showing your recipients how to, yeah, that it's a fun interactive card. Thank you, and I hope to see you next Wednesday. Same time, 1:30 New Zealand time, and I'll have 2 more projects to share with you using different products. So bless you guys and have a wonderful week. Bye.